So here's a fun little forearm floor standy thing. This one, I would say, much like so many floor moves, is surprisingly harder than you would think. I think so often we look at stuff low down and we're like, it's on the floor. Oftentimes I find that makes it harder. But anyways, that being said, this one will be on a forearm, one forearm, and then the other arm is going to be in this funky little meh grip, okay? If you're on a hard floor and this bothers your forearm, you can always put like a yoga mat down. That being said, if you are working on this on a cushy floor, like for example at home on carpet, sometimes a squishy surface makes it harder to balance, okay? Feels better on the elbow, but if it's too squishy, so just keep that in mind depending on the surface area that you're working on this one. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna start nice and low, okay? I'm gonna start kneeling down next to the pole, okay? So my hips are just maybe a couple inches away. Okay, from here, I'm gonna get up nice and high and I'm gonna hook my inside knee and I wanna hook it as high as I can, okay? So depending on flexibility, it might change a little bit, but if it's too low, you're gonna have a hard time getting this other arm underneath it, okay? So I'm gonna go up, push my hips up. Doesn't really matter which grip this is initially, it's just basically there to stabilize us, to keep us closer to the pole. That inside knee is gonna come up, really tilt the hips towards the pole so you can get that knee as high as you can. Other arm is going to sneak through. Think about getting that elbow as close up to your knee because you don't want to have it down low. You want to have it nice and high. Drop to this form. And then to start to bring this leg up, I'm going to push my hamstring, the back of this knee, into the pole. That's going to give me leverage. Okay, so I'm still hooking with the knee, but I'm really pushing this way with my knee. And this arm is pulling this way. Okay, so I have this leverage going here. I'm going to drop my head, look down towards the floor, push up to this foot, and then really try to stack this bottom shoulder. See how I'm starting to get stacked right here? Then pushing with that leg, this one can start to come up, okay? Once it starts to get up, you can make it whatever shape you want to make it. This is kind of like a funky faux, like you can make it bendy, leg over, you can make it a split. It's not going to be a completely vertical split. So there's a lot of things going on with this. Your bottom arm, you don't have to have done elbow stands to be able to get this. So don't feel like, I don't have an elbow stand, I can't do this. But that being said, the principles of this bottom arm, much like a regular elbow stand, you want to really make sure, A, that you're getting over the top of your shoulder, okay, that you're really stacking to it, and you're pushing out of your shoulders. So if you're getting into this move and you're like this, and you're starting to lose your neck, you're going to slide out of it, okay? So really be aware of that, of really pushing with that forearm to get nice and tall out of it, okay? So let's walk through that again. Let me turn a little bit more towards you so I can see a little bit different angle, okay? So I'm relatively close to the pole. Inside knee is going to come up nice and high, hook that knee. This arm can just stay down for stability. Inside arm goes under between my leg and the pole and grabs. You can grab in a claw, you can grab in an upside down true, really doesn't matter, personal preference. Drop your chin, drop to that forearm, really load this bottom shoulder, push the hips up, and you can slide this knee up a little bit if you want to. Pushing this inside leg onto the pole, the other leg comes over your head, and then you can straighten this leg if you want. To come out, I like to rehook this knee, circle the outside one, and I'm keeping this tension with this hand to bring this back into a jasmine to bring me up to here, okay? So, I don't know if this has a name other than funky forearm shapesy thing, okay? Try it out. Like I said, it's definitely a little bit of pressure on that bottom elbow, okay? Work on trying to smoothly get into it from that transition, all right? So have fun with it.